How did it all start? So when I was very little, my mother was she was diagnosed with a spinal cord tumor, and she was bedridden for 14 years. And when I was 16 years old, I had two responsibilities. One was, of course, to go to school, but also to take care of my mother. And then my father had a trucking business, and as you can understand, a trucking business in India is very difficult to deal with, and this is 16, 17, 20 years ago. But I helped him. I helped him in his trucking business. I helped him with picking up the phone and calling the drivers, making sure they were, delivering the material or picking up the material, or trying to maybe invoice. At that time, it was just paper invoices that you would take to the client. So I learned a lot. I want to start my own business. I want to be able to control my own life. I want to be able to move my own company forward. And in the 2001 dot-com bust, we felt this was a great time to do it. A friend said, "Are you out of your mind? I mean, this is the dot-com bust. People are getting laid off, and you're taking a big risk." But I had learned that you don't get anywhere without taking risks in life. It was tough in the beginning, but I had learned a lot from my mother, who had taught me to be independent. I had learned a lot from my father, who had taught us to be independent. Many entrepreneurs like to hold control with themselves, and that is not necessarily the best thing for your company. What is very critical is you build the right culture, you build a great place to work, you tell your management and you tell your employees what the culture is, what the environment should look like, and then you let go. So it means that you have to be able to trust other people to carry your vision forward. Don't be shy to ask for help. And then lead by example. Some of the best decisions have been to hire the right people in the company, to hire the right management, because unless you have the right people, you can't move forward. Just being able to grow the company from 0 to 43 million, it's not a joke, Susan. You have to have the right, of course, the right team. You have to have the right culture, you have to have the right clients, you have to have the support of women like yourself, women like Marianne Strobel at AT&T, Sonia at Wells Fargo, Cindy Hopkins at Dell, the NMSDC, the US Banks, the WeBank. So I think just being able to bring this to life, and then growing it to where we have, to me, that's my biggest personal achievement, because it started with a dream. That was all it was. And as you know, many dreams fail because people don't have the courage to take that step forward. And to me, my personal biggest achievement is to have the dream, have the vision, and then embark on a journey where I could fulfill my dream. But unless you give a new company a chance, now whether it is diverse or not diverse, how are you going to bring innovation to your company? How are you going to bring creativity to what you're doing? How are you going to bring new product offerings? So it's great to be a diversity vendor, correct? But when I go seek business, I don't seek business because I'm a diversity vendor. I am darn good at what we do, right? That's why I want their business. So I want them to, of course, do everything they do for diversity, but really look at a supplier and think of developing them as not just a diverse supplier, but a supplier that's going to be able to work with corporations in the future without, even if they didn't have the diversity. It's great to be a diverse supplier. It's great to be a woman-owned supplier, a veteran-owned. But, coach them, mentor them as if they should be a supplier that can compete with any pool of other suppliers.